Speak to Sell, your guide to English for sales success. Introduction. You have a great product or service. You know it well and you know it can help people. But when you try to explain it, the words don't come out right. Maybe you feel shy or English words are hard. You see a customer who looks interested, but they don't buy and the chance is gone. Does this sound like you? Many good people have this problem. They have much to give, but they find it hard to talk to customers in English and make a sale. What if you could change this? What if you could make unsure people happy customers just by using the right English words and speaking with more confidence? This book will help you do that. Speak to Sell, your guide to English for sales success is made to help you use English to sell more. Today, it is very important to speak English well if you are in sales. It helps you open doors and close deals. If you want to earn more money, find new customers, or feel sure when talking to clients, this book will give you the skills. We will not just talk about grammar. We will show you how to use English to reach your sales goals. The main idea is called persuasive sales language. This is a special way to use English to help people decide to buy. It is more than just talking nicely. It is making your words work for you. This means picking the best words to show how good your product is. It means answering questions so people trust you. It means talking about prices so they seem fair. And it means having the courage to ask for the sale. Persuasive sales language makes your English sound helpful, clear, and convincing. It shows customers the real value and makes them feel good about buying from you. In this book, we will learn how to do this step by step. You will learn to use strong words to show how good your products and services are. We will show you how to answer customer questions and make their doubts go away. You will learn how to talk about prices and agree on things easily. And most important, you will feel confident to ask for the sale. This is the moment that makes good sales great. We believe that with the right help, anyone can talk better to sell. Are you ready to change how you sell and do your best? When you finish this book, you will not just speak better English. You will speak English with a purpose to sell. Let's start this journey together. Together, we will help you speak to sell. 1. Learning English for sales jobs. Selling is more than just having a good item. It's also about how you talk about it. Imagine you have the best thing ever, but you can't explain why it's great. Or if you make the person feel confused or uncomfortable, they won't buy it. This is why learning English for selling jobs is very important. It's not just knowing English, it's knowing how to use English to help people decide to buy. For many people, English is their second language, and that's fine. But if you want to work in sales, you need to do more than just speak English. You need to use English in a way that makes people feel good about buying. We call this persuasive sales language. It means picking your words with care, speaking clearly, and building trust. It's about making your English sound helpful and convincing, not just polite. It's about showing the customer that you understand what they need and that your item or service is the perfect answer. Let's look at some common problems people face when they start using English in sales, and how we can fix them. A big problem is talking about what the item does for the customer, not just what it is. What it is called a feature. What it does for the customer is called a benefit. For example, a phone might have a 12-megapixel camera. That's a feature. But the benefit is that it lets you take beautiful, clear photos of your family and friends, saving memories forever. When you learn to talk about benefits, you connect with what the customer wants. Instead of saying, "This car has a strong engine," try saying, "This car's strong engine means you'll get where you need to go fast and safe, even on long trips." See the difference? It's about showing them what they will gain. Another common mistake is using words that sound unsure. If you say, "I think this might help you," or "this could be a good choice," it makes the customer doubt. They think, If you're not sure, why should I be? In sales, you need to sound sure. Instead of I think, try I know, or this will. Instead of might, try will or can. For example, if a customer asks if a computer program can help them save time, instead of saying, it might save you some time, say, this program will save you important time by doing those boring jobs for you. This change from unsure to sure makes a big difference in how the customer sees the item and how much you believe in it. What are the most common English language problems for people new to sales, and how can we fix them by learning in a focused way? Well, a big one is simply being afraid to make mistakes. When you're learning a new language, it's normal to worry about saying something wrong. In sales, this fear can stop you from speaking up, asking questions, or even trying to finish a sale. The main thing here is to practice and focus on understanding, not being perfect. We can fix this by learning common sales phrases and practicing them. For instance, instead of worrying about perfect grammar when greeting a customer, focus on a warm, clear hello. How can I help you today? This simple, friendly greeting is more important than a grammatically perfect, but awkward sentence. Another problem is not understanding what customers ask or worry about. Sometimes customers might use slang, speak fast, or have a strong accent. If you don't understand, you might nod and pretend you do, which causes bigger problems later. The answer is to learn how to ask for more information politely. Phrases like, "Could you please say that again?" Or "I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear that. Could you say it one more time?" are very helpful. You can also say, "So, if I understand right, you're asking about this shows you are listening and trying your best to understand." This active listening and asking for clarity is a very important part of persuasive sales language because it builds trust. A third common issue is using English that is too difficult. Sales is about making things easy for the customer to understand. If you use big, fancy words or long, complicated sentences, the customer might feel lost or even scared. They might think you are trying to trick them or that the item is too hard for them. Our goal is to make it simple. We want to use clear, direct language. Think about explaining something to a friend who knows nothing about it. You would use simple words and short sentences. That's exactly what you need to do in sales. For example, instead of saying, "This new idea offers amazing benefits that work together perfectly, try this new system works perfectly with your other tools and saves you a lot of work." The next point is about using persuasive words. This is where we start to think very carefully about the words we choose. Some words just sound better, more positive, and more exciting in a sales talk. Think about words that create a good feeling. Words like amazing, wonderful, fantastic. These make an item sound exciting. Easy, simple, quick. These tell the customer that using the item won't be a problem. Guaranteed, proven, reliable. These build trust and make people feel safer. Exclusive, special, limited. These can create a feeling of needing to act fast and make the customer feel important. When you use these words, you're not just describing something. You're creating a picture of a better situation for the customer. For example, instead of saying, "This is a good deal," you could say, "This is an amazing chance to get this item at a special price." It's also important to use words that focus on answers and benefits. Instead of saying, "This washing machine has a large drum," try saying, "This washing machine lets you wash more clothes at once, saving you time and energy." The phrase lets you clearly points to what the customer will get. How does the specific choice of English words directly affect how a customer sees the value of an item and their desire to buy it? The effect is huge. Words have power. They can make an item seem cheap or expensive, hard to understand or simple, risky or safe, exciting or boring. When you choose your words carefully, you are shaping the customer's whole experience and how they see things. Imagine you are selling a comfortable chair. If you say, "This chair is okay. It's pretty soft," the customer might think, "Okay, so it's average. Not great, not bad." Now, if you say, "This chair offers incredible comfort," you'll feel instantly relaxed the moment you sit down. It's made to support your back perfectly, so you can enjoy your evenings without any pain. It's a wonderful investment in your health. Suddenly, the chair sounds much more valuable. The words incredible comfort, instantly relaxed, support your back perfectly, wonderful investment, and health all create a strong positive picture. They connect with what the customer wants: comfort, relaxation, and health. The price might be higher, but the perceived value has also gone up a lot because of the language used. This is the main idea of persuasive sales language, making the customer feel the value. Next, let's talk about answering questions with confidence. This is a very important part of building trust. Customers will always have questions, and how you answer them can make or break a sale. First, you need to listen carefully. This means paying attention not just to the words, but also to the tone of voice. Is the customer asking because they are curious, or are they worried about something? Listening closely is key. When you answer, be clear and direct. If a customer asks, "Is this strong?" you don't want to say, "Oh, yeah, it's pretty tough." You want to say, "Yes, absolutely. This is made with high quality." Mention material if simple. For example, strong metal, which makes it very strong and last a long time. Many of our customers have used it for years without any problems. This answer does a few things. 1. It starts with a confident yes, absolutely. 2. It explains why it's strong by mentioning the material. 3. It gives peace of mind by mentioning other happy customers. This is a great example of persuasive sales language in action. You're not just answering the question, you're making the item seem more valuable and building trust. Sometimes, a customer's question might sound like a reason not to buy. For example, they might ask, "Is it very expensive?" This isn't always just about the price. It might be about whether they think it's worth the price. Your answer needs to deal with this. Instead of just saying the price, you can say something like, "It's an investment in quality." While the first cost might seem a bit higher, its strength, and mention a key benefit. For example, saving energy mean you'll save money over time. Many customers find it pays for itself very quickly. You are changing the way the cost is seen, from an expense to an investment, and showing the long-term value. Let's move on to talking about prices and agreements smoothly. This is an area where many people feel nervous. Talking about money can be awkward, but with the right English phrases, it can become a smooth and positive part of the conversation. When you need to say a price, be direct and confident. The price for this is $500. If the customer reacts to the price, you can use phrases that show the value. Considering the quality and the benefits it offers, this is a great price. This price includes mention what's included, for example, setup, a 1-year guarantee, ongoing help. We also have payment options available if that would be easier for you. Using phrases like investment or value helps shift the focus from the cost to what the customer gains. Negotiating can be part of sales. If a customer asks for a lower price, you can respond in a few ways, depending on your company's rules. If you can offer a small discount, "For you today, I can offer it for $475. How does that sound?" If you can't lower the price, but can add something extra, "I can't lower the price, but I can include a small extra. For example, free delivery for you. If you need to explain the price shows the mention quality, careful making, unique features that go into this item. It's made to last. Talking smoothly about agreements also means being clear about what happens next. Once you've agreed on a price and terms, say something like, "So, we agree on the price of $500, and you want delivery next Tuesday. I can arrange that for you right now." Wonderful. To finish this, I just need a few details from you. Would you prefer to pay by card or bank transfer? These phrases make the process clear and easy to follow, removing any possibility of confusion or last-minute doubts. This clarity is part of building trust with the customer. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, we come to the courage to ask for the sale. This is the moment of truth. So many sales are lost not because the customer wasn't interested, but because the salesperson was too afraid to ask them to buy. Asking for the sale is not being pushy. It's simply guiding the customer to make the decision they have been thinking about. It's about showing you believe in your item and that you are ready to help them take the next step. Here are some simple, direct, and confident ways to ask for the sale. The direct ask, "So, shall we go ahead and get this ordered for you?" 2. Talking about products and selling them. Imagine you are talking to someone. You have something to show them. It could be a new phone, a warm coat, or even a plan to help their company. Your job is to make them want it. Not just to know about it, but to feel excited. This is where your words are like magic. This is the main idea of selling. Talking about things and making people really want them. Let's start with something very important. Many people, when they talk about something, just say what it has. We call these features. A phone has a big screen. A coat is made of wool. A plan has many steps. That's fine, but it's like showing someone a list of foods without telling them what yummy meal they can make. What people really want to know is what the thing does for them. We call these benefits. A big screen means you can watch shows with friends and see everything clearly. Wool means the coat is very warm and soft, good for cold days. A plan with many steps means your company will grow step by step, without getting lost or making big mistakes. So, how do we move from features to benefits? You need to help the person see the connection. Think about what the thing has the feature and then ask yourself, so what? What does this mean for the person buying it? Here are some simple, helpful phrases you can use to make this connection. This means you can, so you will feel, which helps you to this lets you. Because of this, it will be easy for you to. Let's try an example. Imagine you are selling a new coffee maker. A feature could be, it has a part that grinds beans. Now, let's make that a benefit using our phrases. This means you can have coffee made from fresh beans every morning right in your own kitchen. Using this means you can, or another feature, it makes coffee very fast. Benefit, so you will have a tasty, hot cup of coffee in less than a minute, perfect for busy mornings. Using so you will. You see the difference? The first one just says a fact. The second one helps the person imagine a better morning. It makes them think, yes, I do want coffee that fast. This skill is a main part of talking about things to sell them. It's not just about sounding nice. It's about showing you understand what the person needs and how your thing can make their life better, easier, or more fun. Now, let's talk about making your descriptions sound exciting. We want to use words that are like bright colors, painting a picture in the person's mind. This means using words that describe well and strong action words. Think about the difference between saying it's a good bag versus it's a strong, big bag. The second one tells you more. Strong means it won't break easily. Big means it can hold a lot. These words create a stronger feeling and a clearer picture. Here are some words that can make your description shine. Try to use them when they fit well. For new or smart ideas, new, special, clever, smart, modern, top level. For things that are smooth and easy. Simple, easy, smooth, natural, easy to use for a feeling of comfort or good quality. Fancy, top quality, cozy, soft, nice, stylish. For power or working well. Strong, very good, works well, does the job. High quality for saving time or effort. Easy, saves time, saves work. Fast, quick. Let's go back to our coffee maker. Instead of saying it makes good coffee, we could say, this new coffee maker uses a strong way to make coffee that gives you an easy, rich cup every time. This sounds much more interesting, right? The words new, strong, easy, and rich create a much stronger, more positive feeling. They suggest a better experience. This is all part of using words to sell. Choosing words that don't just say what something is, but also persuade by creating good feelings and ideas. It's about making the person feel the benefit, not just hear about it. Every product has something special, something that makes it different from others. We call this its unique selling point, or USP. It's the one thing that makes your product the best choice. Finding and clearly talking about your USP is very important in selling. How do you do this in English? You need to be sure of yourself and say things clearly. You need to clearly say what makes your product stand out. Here are some strong phrases you can use to show your USP. Unlike other things, ours. What really makes this different is the main good thing here is, no other product offers our special thing is. Let's imagine you are selling a backpack. Many backpacks can carry books. But maybe yours has a special, hidden pocket for important things. Feature, hidden pocket for safety. Benefit, your important items are safe and hidden. USP statement. Unlike other backpacks, ours has a hidden safety pocket, so you can be sure your wallet and phone are always safe from people who might try to steal them. Or, if you are selling a service, like help with taxes for small companies. Feature, advice just for you. Benefit, you get help made for your company's specific needs. USP statement, what really makes our tax service different is that we give you advice just for you. We take the time to understand your company, so you get help that is exactly right for you. Using these phrases shows your customer that you have thought about what makes your product special and that you are sure it is good. It's about being direct and clear, which is a sign of good, persuasive sales language. Building trust is like building a strong bridge. If the bridge is weak, people won't walk across it to buy from you. Clear, simple, and honest English is the strongest material for that bridge. Sometimes, things have technical parts or hard ideas. Your job is to make them easy to understand. Don't use confusing words. Those special words that only people in a certain job know. If you must use a technical word, explain it right away in simple words. For example, if you are selling a computer and say RAM, don't just stop there. Explain, it has 16 gigabytes of RAM. RAM is like the computer's short-term memory. More RAM means it can run many programs at the same time without getting slow. This explanation is much better because it makes clear what RAM is and, more importantly, what benefit it gives, running programs smoothly. You can also use simple stories or comparisons to make things clear. Phrases like, imagine this, think of it like this. It's like, let's say you are selling a new type of paint that dries very fast. Instead of, this paint has low chemicals and dries quickly. Try, imagine you are painting your living room on a Saturday. With this paint, you can finish painting in the morning and be back to using your room by the afternoon. It dries very fast, so you don't have to wait for days. Here, we used imagine this and explain the benefit of the fast drying time in a way anyone can understand, getting their room back quickly. This builds trust because the person feels you are on their side, making things easy for them. They feel understood and respected. Now, let's think about the very beginning of a sales talk. People often have doubts or questions in their minds, even if they don't say them out loud. A good salesperson can sometimes guess what these might be and talk about them gently. This shows you are thoughtful and understand their point of view. For example, if you are selling something that costs more, a person might be thinking, "Is it worth the money?" You can talk about this by focusing on how good it is for a long time. Instead of waiting for them to ask, you could say, "I know this might seem like a bigger cost at first, but many of our customers find that because it lasts a long time and works well, it actually saves them money over time." For example, give a short, specific example. This is a smart way to use your words. You are not being pushy, you are making them feel safe. You are showing that you understand their possible worries and have answers. This is a subtle but strong part of using words to sell. It's about being helpful before they even have to ask for help. Let's put a little story together to see how all these parts can work. Meet Maria. Maria sells handmade leather bags in a small, nice shop. One sunny afternoon, a woman named Sarah walks in. Sarah looks a bit unsure. Maria smiles warmly. "Please look around." Sarah picks up a beautiful, dark brown leather bag. She touches the leather. "This is nice," she says, "but it feels a bit soft." This is Sarah's worry, a feature soft leather that she's turning into a doubt. Will it be strong enough? Maria sees this. Instead of just saying it's good leather, Maria thinks about benefits and USPs. Yes, Maria says gently, her voice friendly and encouraging. "It is very soft, isn't it?" "That's because we use a very special, natural leather. What really makes this bag different is that while it feels so soft and fancy in your hands, it's also very strong and lasts a long time. This means you can enjoy that beautiful, soft feel every day, and the bag will actually get even more beautiful as it ages, getting its own unique look over time. It's made to be a friend for many years, not just for a short time." Maria is connecting the softness feature to the benefit of a fancy feel and the benefit of lasting a long time and looking better as it ages. She's also showing her USB, the special leather that is both soft and strong. Sarah's eyes light up a little, so it won't stretch out or get damaged easily. Maria smiles. "Not at all. The main good thing here is the good quality of the leather and how it is made. It's made to keep its shape well, even when it's full. So you will have the ease of a bag that can carry all your things without looking messy or old." Maria continues, "And because it's made so well, this lets you use it for almost any time, from a busy day at work to a relaxed weekend trip. Imagine this. You're in a hurry to catch a train, and you can put your computer, your book, and your water bottle into this bag, knowing everything is safe and the bag will still look perfect." Sarah is nodding now, her first worry going away. She's starting to see the bag not just as a pretty thing, but as a useful, long-lasting solution. Maria has used descriptive words like very soft, fancy, and beautiful look. She's used connecting phrases like "what really makes this different is, this means you can, it's made to be, and so you will have." She even used "imagine this" to paint a picture of the bag being used. By focusing on the benefits and the unique qualities, Maria hasn't just described the bag. She sold Sarah on the feeling of owning it. She's built trust by being clear, honest, and understanding. This is using words to sell in action, making things come alive through well-chosen words and a focus on 3. Persuasive language skills. Think about the last time someone made you want to do something. Maybe a friend told you about a movie you really had to see, or a shopkeeper showed you why a certain thing was just right for you. What made you say yes? It wasn't just chance, was it? They used special words. Words that persuade. In selling, this is your best skill. Persuasive words aren't about being pushy or tricking people. They are about using English to clearly show someone the real good that your offer brings. It's about making them feel understood and happy about a fix that fits their life perfectly. When we say persuasive sales language, we mean using words and talking in a way that helps convince someone to buy something. This means picking the best words to talk about what your product does for them, answering their questions so they feel sure, talking about money in a way that feels fair, and having the courage to ask them to buy. It's about making your English sound helpful and convincing, building trust, and showing them why buying feels good. Let's start with the most important part of persuading: knowing your customer. If you know what worries them, what they wish for, or what problems they're trying to fix, you can speak right to those needs. This is about finding their pain points, the troubles or annoyances they have, and their desires, the things they wish for. How do you find these? By listening. Really listening. When a customer talks, pay attention not just to the words, but to the feelings behind them. Are they stressed about time? Worried about money? Excited about something new? You can ask gentle questions to help them. For example, if you're selling a kitchen tool that saves time, you might ask, "How much time do you usually spend making meals during the week?" Or what's the hardest part when you're in a hurry to cook dinner? Their answers are your clues. If they sigh and say, "Oh, it takes forever and I'm always rushing," you found a pain point. Then, your persuasive words can focus on how your tool gives them more free time, less stress, or easy meal. Making. Once you know their needs, you can choose words that make a big difference. These are often called power words because they have extra meaning and feeling. Think about describing a car. You could say, "This car uses fuel well." That's true, but a bit plain. Now, try this. Imagine driving farther on every tank of gas, saving money and enjoying your trips more. See the difference? We changed from a feature uses fuel well to what the customer gets saving money, enjoying your trips. Benefit-oriented language is all about what the customer gains. Instead of saying this software has many functions, say this software will help you save hours each week and make fewer mistakes. Instead of this bag is strong, say this bag will keep your things safe, giving you peace of mind. We also have words that touch feelings. These words connect with how people feel. Words like imagine, discover, exciting, guarantee, special, and only for you can create a sense of wonder, looking forward to something, or feeling safe. Imagine waking up feeling rested every morning, or discover a new way to relax. These words create a picture in your mind and tap into your feelings, making the product or service seem more wanted. A strong guarantee can remove fear and build trust, making it much easier for someone to say yes. To build trust, we use phrases that show we know what we're talking about and that our product is dependable. This is about being seen as an expert and being trusted. Phrases like "our experts suggest," based on years of study, or "people like you have found that can work very well." Saying this is a proven solution or "it's the best in its field" suggests that others have already trusted it and succeeded. This helps the customer feel more sure about their choice. Sometimes, a small, gentle push to act quickly can be persuasive. This is where scarcity and urgency tactics are used. But it's very important to use these honestly. They should be true situations, not creating fake pressure. Phrases like "this offer is only for this week," "we have only a few left at this price," or "don't miss this chance that ends soon" encourage a decision. The key is that they are true. If you say "limited time offer" and the offer never ends, you lose trust. But if there truly is a special price for a short time, it's a helpful way to guide a customer who is unsure. More than just special words, how you share information makes a big difference. This is called framing and reframing. It's like choosing which part of a picture to show. Positive framing means showing features as answers to problems. If your product needs a bit of work to set up, instead of saying, "It's a little tricky to set up," you could say it positively. "To make sure you get the very best results, we've made a setup process that guides you step by step, making sure it's set up perfectly for what you need." You mention the process, but highlight the good result, perfect setup, and the best results. Reframing objections is a very strong skill. An objection isn't a no. It's a sign the customer is thinking and needs more information. If a customer says, "It seems a little pricey," you can reframe it. Instead of just agreeing, you can say, "I understand you're looking at the price. Let's look at the good things it brings." When you think about how much time and money you'll save over time, or how much more you'll get done, many of our customers find it's a very smart buy. For example, Sarah from accounting told us she saved 10 hours a week after using it for just 1 month. You've changed the pricey objection into a chance to talk about savings and efficiency with an example to back it up. Let's look at an example. Imagine Maria, who sells nice, handmade leather bags. She meets a customer, Mr. Chen, who likes how they are made but is hesitant. "Mr. Chen, this bag is beautiful, really. But it costs more than I planned to spend. I saw some online that look similar for less." Maria takes a breath, smiles kindly, and says, "I understand completely, Mr. Chen. It's smart to think about your money. What you're seeing online might look alike, but let me show you why this bag is a totally different experience." Here, Maria is listening closely and accepting Mr. Chen's worry. "I understand completely. It's smart to think about your money." She's not ignoring it. Now she'll reframe. Maria continues, "This bag is made from full-grain Italian leather. That means it's the strongest, most lasting part of the hide, which is why it feels so soft and will actually get more beautiful as it ages, getting a special look over the years. Many bags at lower prices use genuine leather, which is a lower quality and can wear out much faster. So, while the first price might seem higher, think of this as an investment. This bag is made to last you for many, many years, becoming a trusted friend on your trips rather than something you'll need to replace soon." Our customers often tell us they've had their bags for 10, even 15 years, and they still look great. Imagine owning a bag that not only holds your things but also shares your life story with you. Maria used several persuasive methods here. Benefit-oriented language. Get more beautiful with age. Last you for many, many years. Trusted friend. Holds your things. Shares your life story. Emotional appeal. Beautiful, soft, special look. Trusted friend. Shares your life story. Being seen as an expert. Trusted. Mentioning full-grain Italian leather, and our customers often tell us. Reframing the objection, changing pricey into a smart buy by focusing on how long it lasts and its quality. She clearly explained why it costs more and its value over time. Storytelling. The idea of the bag sharing your life story with you is a small story that makes the benefit more vivid. Mr. Chen is now looking at the bag in a new way. He's not just seeing a price tag. He's seeing something to pass down, a companion. Maria hasn't forced him. She's shown him, showing him the real value in a way that matches his appreciation for quality. This brings us to something very important. Active listening is a way to persuade. The better you listen, the more you understand what the customer specifically needs and wants. This understanding is what powers your persuasive words. If Mr. Shen had said, "I need a bag that's really light because I have a bad back," Maria would have focused her persuasive words on the bag's light weight and how it helps his back, rather than just the leather quality. Her persuasive words would be made for his problem. And don't forget the power of storytelling. People are built for stories. A short, fitting story about how your product or service helps someone else can be much more convincing than a list of facts. If you sell software for keeping track of money, instead of saying, "Our software has great ways to show you your numbers," you could tell a quick story. I remember a client, a small bakery owner named Emily. She used to spend her evenings lost in papers, trying to figure out her profits. It was so stressful. Once she started using our software, she told me she finished her money records in an hour and actually had time to think of new cake designs. Now she's made her shop bigger. That's the kind of freedom our software can give you. This story makes the great ways to show you your numbers real and easy to understand. It shows the effect of those features. Now let's look closer at some questions. How can a salesperson find out the exact pain points or desires of a customer so they can use persuasive words that work well? Finding pain points and desires is a skill, and it starts with wanting to know. You need to truly want to know what makes the customer tick. It's not about guessing, it's about finding out. First, ask questions that need more than a yes or no. These are questions that encourage the customer to talk more and tell you their main concerns. Instead of "Do you need a new phone?" try "What are you looking for in your next phone?" or "What's important to you when picking a new phone?" These questions make the customer talk more and reveal what matters most to them. Second, listen for key words and feelings. If a customer often uses words like hard, difficult, takes too long, or costly, you've likely found a pain point. If they use words like exciting, easy, dependable, dream, or chance, you found a desire. Pay attention to how they sound, their body language if you're there with them, and any pauses. A sight can tell you as much as a sentence. Third, use the why method. If a customer says, "I need a faster computer," you can gently ask, "Why is speed important for you?" They might say, "Because my current computer stops working all the time when I'm editing videos." There's the pain point, frustration and lost work because the computer stops. Then you can use your persuasive words to talk about smooth video editing, no more frustrating stops, and getting your creative work done well. Fourth, connect features to benefits that fit their exact situation. Once you know their pain point or desire, you can choose the parts of your product that directly fix that problem or give them that wish. If they want more free time, you highlight parts that save time. If they want to feel more safe, you highlight safety or reliability parts. Your persuasive words then become a way to connect what you offer. 4. Confidently asking for the sale. You've done a great job. You learned how to say hello, talk about what you're selling, and answer questions. You even got good at talking about prices and showing people why your item is worth it. Now, we get to the part that can feel a little hard for many people: asking someone to buy. Think about it. You've made a connection. You've shown how your item can help someone or make their life better. They seem interested. What's the next natural step? It's to offer them the chance to buy it. Asking for the sale isn't about pushing them. It's about being helpful. It's the right ending to a good talk about selling. You're not begging for money. You're offering something you believe in. You're saying, "Here it is. This will help you. Are you ready to have it?" It's okay to feel a little nervous about this. Many people who sell things, even those who have done it for a long time, sometimes worry about hearing no. But let's look at it a different way. When you ask someone to buy, you're not just hoping they'll say yes. You're also trying to get a clear answer. If they say no, it's not your fault. It's information. Maybe now isn't the right time, or maybe there's still a small worry you haven't fixed. A no can be very useful because it tells you what to do next, or it simply means this person isn't the right buyer right now. The important thing is to keep the conversation going. Asking for the sale is how you do that. Let's think about Sarah. Sarah sells pretty lamps made by hand. She's good at showing people the special designs, telling them about the good materials, and how each lamp can make a room brighter. People like her. But when it was time to ask them to buy, Sarah would often become quiet. She would say things like, "Well, let me know if you decide you want one." Many times, people would leave without buying, and Sarah would wonder why. She was so afraid of being told no that she never really asked for the sale. One day, Sarah went to a sales class. The teacher told her that asking for the sale is like finishing a puzzle. You've put most of the pieces together, and now you just need to put the last one in place. The teacher told her to try different ways of asking. Instead of just waiting, you can try saying, "So, would you like to take this beautiful lamp home today?" Sarah practiced this in the mirror. It felt a little strange at first, but she kept trying. The next customer who really liked a lamp, Sarah took a deep breath and said, "This lamp would look amazing in your living room. Are you ready to make it yours?" The customer smiled and said, "Yes, I am." Sarah was surprised. It was that simple. The teacher also told Sarah about different ways to ask, from very direct to more gentle. Sometimes, a direct way works best. If a customer has clearly shown they love the item and are ready, you can just say, "So, shall we get this order started?" Or, "Are you ready to sign the paper?" If it's a big sale. These sentences are clear and easy to understand, but sometimes, a softer way feels better. These are called indirect ways or assuming they will buy. You act like they are going to buy and ask a question that leads to the sale. For example, instead of asking, "Do you want to buy this?" you could ask, "Which way do you want to pay? Cash or card? Or when would be a good time to bring it to you?" These questions naturally lead to buying without asking a direct yes or no about buying. Another helpful way is to give them a choice. This makes the customer feel in control while still moving towards a sale. You might ask, "Would you prefer the blue one or the red one? Or do you want the regular package or the better one?" This way, they are choosing between things, not if they want to buy. Sarah found that using these different sentences made her feel more in charge. She wasn't just hoping, she was helping the customer. She also learned to use words that sounded positive and encouraged action. Instead of saying, "We might be able to get this for you," she started saying, "We can get this for you today," or "I know this will be a great addition to your home." Sentences like "Let's get this started" or "We can finish this now" make the next step feel easy and exciting. It's not just what you say, but how you say it. When you ask for the sale, your voice should sound sure of yourself and friendly. Imagine you were giving a gift, not asking for something. Your voice should sound steady and calm, showing that you believe in what you're offering and that you're happy to help them decide. Don't sound nervous or unsure. If your voice sounds unsure, the customer might also feel unsure. And don't forget how your body looks. Stand up straight, look at them, and give a warm smile. This shows you are there, paying attention, and confident. If you're leaning away, looking down, or moving around nervously, it can send a message of doubt, even if your words are strong. Let's think about the small differences. A direct way of asking, like "Are you ready to buy?" is strong when the customer is already very interested. It's like saying, "We're here, let's go." An indirect way, like asking about payment, is great when the customer is leaning towards buying, but might still have a small doubt. It's like saying, "Okay, since you're ready, how should we do this?" The choice method is excellent when a customer is deciding between two things. It helps them pick one. The important part after you ask is often what happens next. Quiet. Yes, quiet. Once you've asked your question to close the sale, pause. Don't rush to fill the quiet space. Give the customer time to think. This quiet can feel long to you, but it's important for them. It shows you respect that they need time to decide. It also tells them you are ready to hear their answer. If you start talking again right away, you might take away their chance to speak, or they might feel pushed. Just wait, smile gently, and let them talk. Sarah learned that asking for the sale wasn't a scary thing. It was just another step in helping someone find something they needed or wanted. By using clear, confident English words and believing in her product, she changed how she sold things. She went from hoping customers would buy to actively helping them make that decision. This skill of clearly and confidently asking for the sale is a big part of what we call persuasive sales language. It's about using your words not just to talk, but to guide, to make them feel safe, and to help the customer feel good about moving forward. It's about making your English sound like a helpful friend who is guiding them to a good choice. When you use these methods, you build trust, show the value, and make the customer feel sure that they are making the right choice. Remember, the goal is to help the customer. You've shown them the good things, answered their questions, and talked about the price. Asking for the sale is simply offering them the chance to get all of that. It's the final, good step in the sales journey. Now that you're getting comfortable with asking for the sale, the next step is to make sure that even after they buy, your customer feels happy and taken care of. This is where following up and looking after your customer becomes very important. It's how you build a relationship that lasts. Conclusion: you have finished your English learning trip for selling. We learned how to show products and their good points. You learned to answer questions and make people trust you. We talked about prices and agreeing on things easily. Most importantly, you learned to be brave and ask for the sale. This took time, practice, and trying new things. Every skill you learned helps you in the sales world. The main idea in this book is using words that help you sell. This means speaking English in a smart way. It's about picking words that connect with people, convince them, and make them want things. When you talk about a product, good words make its parts sound like answers to what people need. Instead of saying it has a big screen, say see clear, big pictures with its wide screen. When people ask questions, good words turn worries into chances to help. Instead of no, it doesn't do that, say that's a good question. This one does X well. We have another that is great for Y, which you might like. When talking about price, good words show the value, making the cost seem worth it. For example, say for only $100, you get things that save you time and help you do more, instead of just saying the price. When asking for the sale, good words are a confident way to finish. Instead of do you want to buy it? Try shall we get this great solution ready for you today? It's about how you sound, the words you choose, and believing in what you say. Learning these words helps you stand out, build friends, and sell more. Remember, this book shows you how to use English words and speaking to sell things better. We gave you the tools, words, phrases, and plans to not just speak English, but to speak it with a goal. You can now explain value, help people decide, and guide them to buy, all in English. You are not just someone who speaks English, you are a salesperson who uses English to connect, convince, and win. Imagine yourself in sales meetings, on the phone, or talking to customers, feeling sure and good, knowing your English is a big help. This book is a guide, but you will get better by practicing a lot. Look for chances to use the phrases and ideas we talked about every day. Listen to good English-speaking salespeople and see how they use words to persuade. Record yourself practicing and find parts to make better. Don't be scared to make mistakes. They help you grow. Welcome challenges, ask for advice, and be happy with your progress, even if it's small. The sales world changes, and your skill to change and improve your English talking will be your biggest advantage. Go out, speak with confidence, and sell well. Your English selling journey is just starting. Thank you for being with us. We wish you the very best.